Oh, look at that. Every time I try to start a video, it doesn't happen the way I want it to. Okay. My god, my face looks terrible. The reason why I'm in this area is because the lighting, I think, is really nice. It's making me look really pale and showing my red cheeks. It's great. Okay, so let's just get right to it. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be the 14th episode in my series, So You Want to Become a Beardie Parent, A. And today we are going to be talking about travel, because travel is going to be very important. Now there's different forms of travel, whether you're going somewhere with your bearded dragon or you're leaving for a couple of days. I'm just going to be talking about going with your bearded dragon first. Michi is over there looking out the window, but he's also giving me this really nasty stare. I'll deal with you in a second. So first off, I don't really have any notes because I didn't plan that far ahead. Great. So I'm just going to go over some things that you will need when you do travel, whether you're traveling close by or rather you're traveling farther away. Most of you know that when I first got Michi, I had to go to my aunt's house for 4th of July. And so before I got Michi, I had to plan a travel tank for him and get food and all that stuff. So if your situation is like mine, where eventually you will be traveling, it would be best to get the travel tank before you get your bearded dragon or whatnot. I don't know if this is great. We're just gonna go with it. Don't look at me like that. Rude. I ran out of breath. So, some things that you're gonna need. You're going to obviously need a tank. Now, when I first got Michi, he was like this big. And so a 10-gallon tank was like ample room for him when I first got him. Now he's like this big, and a 10-gallon tank is not that great. That's my problem, not yours. Your dragon, depending on how big it is, I mean, I don't really know what I'm trying to say with this, but I have a 10-gallon tank that I use for Michi's travel tank, and I haven't traveled with him for a few days. I've traveled with him like in a car ride, but I haven't like gone anywhere with him since he was... Should I just show you what he's looking at me like? I don't know if you can see it. It might be too blown out. But he's looking really nastily at me. I look disgusting. It's great. Okay. Okay, now I look like a ghost again. Okay, so he's giving me the dirty looks. And so I don't know where I was going. Oh, there's that supercar that fishtailed the other day when it was snowing. You don't drive a supercar when it's snowing out. Anyway, sorry. So, tank. Let me get Michi's tank. Now, this was easy for me because before I had Michi, I had fish. I had a 10-gallon tank for fish, and I had a 5-gallon tank, and then a half-gallon tank, and then a 1-gallon tank, all at one time in the past. And let me take these out really quick. And they're loud. Oh, that does not sound good. Michi's like, we better not be going somewhere. This tank was my old 10-gallon aquarium that I washed out really well, cleaned, and the reason why I took it down was because the sealant on the 4 corners was starting to peel off, and I could either repair it, which I researched how to do, or I could just take it down and get a bearded dragon. So I decided in my quest to get a bearded dragon, I would take this down. So I did. I could go back to fish keeping, but I don't want to because I have Michi, who's still giving me dirty looks. So ignore the gauge. But this is my 10-gallon tank. It is reasonably heavy. And it works for a 2-month-old, but Michi is 9 months old now, so if I do go somewhere like 4th of July again, I'm not going to keep Michi in here all the time because it will stunt his growth. He doesn't like it. When he was 2 months old, he hated being in here. He wanted to be on me. It just wasn't that great. Like, I could fool him into being in here, but he didn't like it. So you're going to need a tank, whether it be a 10-gallon tank or a 20-gallon tank. I wouldn't go much bigger than 20 gallons because it's a lot to tote around, and even though he will be getting bigger, a 10-gallon tank for him to sleep in at night will be fine. If now he's like, you're not gonna put me in there, are you? The only reason I would put him here would be if it's overnight, because it's just not good for a 10-month-old to be in a 10-gallon tank because it's too small. I will put Michi in here. He just yawned at me. I mean, I know it's a yawn. It's just like, okay. He knows he's going in here. I'll be right back. Come here, Munchkin. Come here. I know. Okay, I'm gonna put this. Say hi. Say hi. He's like, ugh. I'm gonna put this flooring on here because his nails on this glass does not sound good. And hopefully you guys can see it. Oh, he's so mad right now. I'm not keeping you in here for long. Okay. You see the size of, here, let me stretch him out a bit. No, don't. Stop. Michi, it's okay. Okay, do you see how big he is compared to the size of this tank? I mean, let me try to... You see that? It's small. Here, come here. I'm sorry. It's small, and I had this tank when he was this big, and now he's like this big. So it's not good to keep him in a small tank for a really long time. You need to keep him outside their tank. So if you do travel, don't plan on keeping them in a small tank for your trip. That's what I'm basically trying to say. Because it's not good for them. So, along with the tank, you're gonna need stuff. I did a lot of research into what type of lighting you need for a trip, and it was kind of, what's it called? Controversial? Not that one. The other one. I don't know. It was like they were saying some things, but then they said, oh, you don't need that thing, you just need to have this one. And then another source said, like, you need both of them, or you just need one, or whatever. I'm talking about UVA and UVB. So, it's complicated. If you have the resources to have UVA and UVB, sorry, my friend just texted me, and I'm like, what? If you have the resources to have UVA and UVB, that would be best, but you honestly just need UVB, sort of. So, before all of that, because it's a 10-gallon tank, you're not going to have like a gigantic bulb and strip light and whatnot. This is a black light, and it's for heat. And you just have to really analyze it, like, where are you going, what's going to be the temperature, what's the temperature at night, and whatnot. So what I did is that I know that my aunt likes her house cold. Really cold. And so I knew that it was July. It's really hot in July and sunny. So I didn't really need UVB because I could just go outside and let him sit for a really long time. So UVB was fine. I didn't need a bulb because he's not going to be inside while I'm outside, you know. So I didn't need UVB. But I did know that at night it's really cold in her house. So I would need a heat source. So I got a heat lamp and I'm out of breath again. I can't breathe. It's great. So I got a heat source for at night. And I also had a heating pad. But I didn't use the heating pad because this little butt didn't like being... She's like, you're talking about... This little butt didn't like being in his tank at night, and he would glass surf until I took him out. He was only like this big, so it was like I really didn't want to take him out because he was so small and whatnot. So you're gonna need either UVA, UVB, or both, you know. My friends keep texting me and I'm like, stop. So you need tank, you need light. Whether that be A, UVB. You also need a tank covering because even though, you know, they can't really get out, you don't want stuff falling on them, and you also need a surface to put your lamp on. I'm trying to think of this stuff. So I got this at the Motherland, and it was only like $10. It's for a 10-gallon tank. I think they have 3 sizes. They have 10-gallon, they have 40-gallon, and then I don't know. They have 3 sizes. So, tank, mesh cover, light bulb. Oh, Michi, you Dumbo, come here. I swear he's going to break himself one day or another. Here, you want to just be in the sunlight? He's like, yes, human, just leave me in there. Here. Oh, there's the other thing I need to talk about. Hold on 1 minute. Ugh. Ow. Ow. Man, this is going to be a really entertaining video. Okay, here, go in there. There's sunlight on there. So, the next thing that you're going to need, you need a cage. Not a tank, a cage. Preferably for me, I just wanted a leash and harness because I knew he would just sit on me, but his leash and harness at the time was not good because he was so small, and it wasn't going to work. So, I didn't want to risk it. So, I got a cage for him from Amazon, which was only $15 to $20, and I haven't shown this one. God, the exposure. Haven't shown that one, so I'm just gonna like give you a tour of this one real quick. And this one will fit him when he's full grown, which is what I planned for. I'm smart. He doesn't like being in here though. So this is technically for a dog because I had a pine tree that I was trying to make into a bonsai, and it died, and so now it's sharp needles are everywhere, and it's really annoying. So, there's a top open area, and there's a front open area, and there is a little thing inside to have their leash, and there is a little washable, removable, soft, cozy thing. Michi, you're gonna fall down. Let's come back to mommy. Goodness. So, that is what I have, and it's hard bottomed, which is nice. And you could have over the shoulder straps, or you can just have handle straps. I was going to take off the over the shoulder straps, but I realized when I was going there, sometimes throwing him over my shoulder was better, because then I could carry more stuff. So you're gonna need a cage. Now, if I do go to 4th of July again, or Aunt's house, I think I'll have him harnessed and on me mostly, because it's just easier, but I think I'll take his cage just in case. I'm out of breath again. So, one thing in the tank that you don't really need if you are used to their temperatures is a gauge. A temperature, hygrometer, thermometer type thing. Hygrometer, that's not how you say it. Hygrometer is not really necessary, but a thermometer more or less might be necessary. Can't breathe. So, when I switched to my strip lamp, I now have this lamp, which is my UVB, my old UVB, which still works. So, I don't really think I'll need it though, because it will be June if I go back. July, sorry. 4th of July is in July. So, I don't think I'll need UVB, because I'll have plenty of it from the sun. Need to go back to bed. Stop it. You Dumbo. Here, I'll put you back on your throne. Go back. Stop holding on to me. There you go. You idiot. It's a love-hate relationship. Okay. I didn't get everything. Hold on. 1 second. Oh, this is gonna be a great video. Along with all that stuff, I needed a place for food because I knew that I would need to bring his food with me. I knew that I didn't need to get greens because I could just buy them there, but I would need to buy worms or take his worms with me. So I'm gonna have to switch this container because it's too small now. But I have this container, and I think I've shown it before on this channel. And this was the stuff I was going to carry his worms in. But it seemed kind of cruel to just carry worms in here because they're all like bunched up on each other. So I'll have to find a different way to carry his worms. The other thing I need was a pet bowl, which this does not work. I'll have to change this too if I travel again, because he can't eat from this. He ate when he was small. He ate from it when he was small, but it's not good. How many times can I lose breath? I might just pass out. That'll be great. That's travel for you. 20 minutes long. There you go for travel. Tank, hood, or cover, UVB, UVA, optional is a gauge, a cage. You can take your towels and put them in the bottom for flooring because they don't like just glass flooring. That's not very nice. You can take decorations, but my 10-gallon is too small for his decorations, so I just usually keep them in there for sleeping and then let him roam around during the day. So that is it for this video. Hopefully you found it educational or learned some stuff. It was a mess, but that's it. I don't know if this one is the last one. I will think of something else. Did I do bathing your Beardie Dragon? Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.